Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Space Engineers. As you can see, we're just finishing up a little bit of welding on the old ship, or on the new ship, I guess. And done. Alright, so we'll just back out of this hole and I'll show you what we're at. Okay, let's turn these welders off so we don't accidentally electrocute ourselves. Alright, where are we here? Wow. Been sitting in that cockpit so long I think my guy's gotten stiff. I made this little cargo ship. It's just a little shunt to pick up 2 containers full of cargo from this and haul it over there. It's just to haul ore, because I have to dig out a lot. Are my lights on? Yes, they are. Wow, those are bright. I have to dig out a lot of this iron around the sides of this ship here, particularly over here. I've got this nodule that's sticking out and making it very hard to continue building on the main. This is my main ship. It's kind of a base ship, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it. But let's see, we can land here. Down, down, down. Jetpack off. There we go. Magnetic boots on. I've done a lot of fixing up here. I've put on a whole bunch of batteries. There. A bunch of batteries on either side, just a bank of them. I've got 4 main reactors up and running. I finished all the upgrades for the assembler, and I need to do some programming on this. So basically, see if I can reach it from here. Alright, jetpack on. Just access one of these control panels. What I do is I like to name these assemblers just to help identify things as I go here. So this one I'm going to call main assembler. And if you look, there should be another assembler, number 2. I'm going to rename this one main slave. Connect these assemblers in cooperative mode and turn this one off on toolbar config and in terminal. Oops. Oh, I see what I've just done. I've just deleted a whole bunch of stuff. On. Something you got to be aware of is it'll move stuff around on here. Now, where do they go? Main slave assembler. Okay, I don't want this to show up in the terminal here. It's just because this gets so full of junk, I try to just reduce stuff. Now, the main assembler, now if I know this correctly, now this also in cooperative mode. Now, if I click on production and I go to main slave assembler and I go, see, in cooperative mode is clicked. Main assembler, this one should not be clicked. Now, if I know this correctly, what this does is this assembler says, okay, I want to order, say, 1,000 steel plates. I order it, this one will start building it, and the one beside it should also start building them, just to speed things up. Now, I've put on a bunch of upgrades again. I hate this. Productivity modules and energy modules are the only thing that you can strap to assemblers. And because I've stacked them one on top of the other, there's a single hole, and you can bridge that hole with another one of these modules. And I just basically I put an equal number of modules on there. I have to still name all my refineries for ore processing and stuff. What else? I made a small reactor just to get everything up and running, because I started hauling inventory over here. So down underneath the ship here, you'll find a small reactor tucked in back here, colored in the reactor green. And realistically, this thing, when it's not doing anything, this ship will require very little power for now. So this reactor has been basically powering everything, because I'm just processing ores. Right now it's just processing raw ore and whatnot. It's not doing anything else. Oh, I hate it. You get so twisted. Right side up. And down. There. I love that you turn the jetpack off and you have the thing. So what I'm thinking of doing today a little bit is I'm going to start building a little bit on the command deck here. And I need to spend some time and open up this space here so I can actually start building the engines, because this is interfering with where the engine room is going to go. And I really don't want to disconnect this ship at this stage right now, because it would mean I'd have to throw engines on that I'm just going to have to grind off when I build the next bit of the hull. Oh, I missed a piece. I have to fix that. So now this, what we're going to do is I'm going to pick a number 7, if I remember correctly. 7 heavy armor block and exterior color. And I'm just, essentially I'm going to come up one layer. Oops, that's not the button I wanted to push. And we're just going to switch to corners. So that it's the right direction, please. Thank you. And yeah, I have to grind out some of this rock as well. I'm probably just going to blast some of this off by hand. That's the worst part, trying to determine where the ghost images are sometimes, because they really do not show very well. Alright, and then we rotate this like that. Oh, that one's backwards. Like that, thank you. The intuitiveness on the blocks is seriously lacking. Now I'm going to bring this up another layer like this. And there. so. And I'm just going to put square blocks there and there. There and there. Now I'd like to have in the center of this ship to have a armor slope like that. And we're just going to do is a corner here and one on the other side. That. The reason is I like to have the main flight cockpit, which I don't think I actually have one listed here, so we'll just put one on. The control stations. Cockpit blocks, please. Flight seat. I like to have a flight seat right here. The reason for that is it's just simply you sit here and you can get your best view off the ship, and then if you look back, I'll have windows here. If I look back, I can see out on either side. Kind of a personal preference thing. Now, of course, there will be additional command seats back here, more for not looks but for other functions, like if I'm running a remote ship or remote pilots or something. I don't want to be sitting in the command seat. I don't want to be sitting in the pilot seat all the time doing that. I mean, you could. Realistically, one thing can fly everything that's on the ship, which it's nice. It's a feature, I guess, but it has its moments. Now, I don't have glass listed here yet, do I? Okay, number 8 is going to be glass. So first, character tools. I need a number 1, a number 2, and window blocks. I don't think they got a 1x3, do they? I don't think so. 1x2 flat, 1x1 flat, 2x3. I'm only going to go 2 blocks high for my windows, so that's why I'm not using the 3 block high windows here. And I need 1x1 face, I think, and a 1x1 slope. I'm not entirely sure if I got all of them correct here, but we'll find out. Now I'm still in the color for outside blocks, so 3 is a 1x2. Where's my 2x3? Is that a 4? 2x3, there we go. Now we just, oh, I need steel girders. Haha, I knew I forgot something. And where are you? Girders. Give me 50 of those, please. Thank you very much. 2x3 flat inverted. The mouse wheel scrolls between the different settings. And now we just rotate and place. And rotate. Whoops. Oh, sure. Rotate once does it one way. The rotate the other time does it the other way. It's like I don't think these key commands mean anything in this game sometimes. Okay. That one. Now here we just need singles, so we're just going to knock off this side. That one. That one. Aha, see now we're into the rock here. I gotta fix that before I get too carried away. And that one. I've made the mistake of having components get into a rock and accidentally tried to build them, not realize they were in the rock, and not had a ship like this secured, and all of a sudden the component explodes into thing, launches the ship violently against the walls of the asteroid and cause all sorts of fun problems. Now, if you just want to delete rock, like you don't want to sit there and drill it, use your right-click button on your mouse, and if you double tap the mouse buttons, this is a new feature that I found kind of by mistake, and it works really nice. Just double tap the mouse button and it locks the tool in function, so you can just basically run and delete. This is a good way to get rid of stone. Why am I not able to move here? Eventually I have to dig this ship out of the asteroid. Like that's a given. But when that comes, I want to have the ability to actually maneuver the ship to some degree. Okay, there, that should help. I'm still not going to be able to fly around here with the welder, so I have to make sure I weld from the inside out. Now for the fun part. Let's try and lay out the cockpit part of this. So I need windows, which is number 8, and we want 7, which is the angle. There we go, rotate that way, and so one like that, and one like that. Too high. Now I had a 2x1, right? 2x1 flat. Now I don't think it'll let me put a thing in. If I've got a block like this, the cockpit here, it doesn't like putting things directly in front of it for some reason, which makes it very difficult to place the windscreens down where you want them. I don't know if it's something that I'm hoping that they're going to fix in the future, where you can share spaces or not, and I really do hope they do, because this is one of my major complaints about this game. And I mean, for what it's worth, it's not really that big of an issue for breaking the game, but it is a bit of an issue when you're trying to build and have things look neat or proper. So what I might have to do is go with a number 3 to 7. Thank you. A number 7. And then what we'll do is we'll come out. I don't know if this will work or not. It's something I've never tried. I want to build it to the front of this piece. Yeah, it won't build it to the front of that, no matter what I try. So I just want to come up like that. Okay, give me a number 6. Which is the angle on this side. There we go. Now I want to build it off of that window piece. I want to rotate it. Rotate it like that, but it won't let me place it there. sassy. Always something you can't do. And that's the challenge of this game, is to figure out ways to do things with things that you can't do things with. Such as, how do you build a block where you can't build a block? So we're going to leave that window off for the time being, and I'll probably do is I'll have some kind of top piece and I'll hang it down there. Okay, so that's the first bit of layout on the bridge. Now the next thing I want to do over here is I want to put in 5, and I want to change the color to interior. I'm just going to put down a couple of these. Like so. And I want to put down that medical room because that's one of the things that I don't even have going right now. So if I die, I could have issues. So number 5 again. Now we just want to make sure we line it up like that. I want it like that, or do I want it rotated 90? Let's see what it looks like the other way. Number 5. Put it right there, rotate it like so much. There we go. That's better. Not sticking out into the main room very far. And we should have, do I have an air vent? Do I have an air vent? Alright, I'm just going to get vent. Air vent. Now I'm just going to put this straight on top of the medical lab here. I'm just going to scroll back and 5. We'll put down a bunch of blocks on top here. Now I've got interior blocks. These are just the light armor blocks. That's going inside. It's just building this wall up to the top. And then we're going to switch back to the heavy armor blocks, which is a number 7. And we're going to change our color back to the exterior and back to heavy armor block here and here. And we'll repeat the process on the other side. Here and here. And we'll go 6. I believe that's not what I pushed. 8. Try that. 8. Okay, and we're just going to rotate you. Like so. And like so on the other side. All right, perfect. One more time with feelings. There. Now the reason I do the armor blocks on the edge as opposed to just a glass block is because the only corner piece that they have for glass right now is a straight angle. It's the single frame angles like this. And honestly, I rather would have something like this. I mean, if nothing else, it looks nicer. Um, I'm hoping that eventually they add some additional window blocks too. Like I know that most part we're not going to see much more content updates, but um, a rounded window block would be very nice. But then again, like I said, I'm still hoping that they come up with a way to actually have it so that window blocks will connect with one another with something in behind it. You know, so you don't have to have this one void behind every block that you place. It's basically, it's got to be, here's a void, I can't put a block here kind of thing. So that's something I'm hoping changes to. Now I need, here is that 2 squares? 2 by 2. 1 by 1, 3 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 by 2. I think I got 1 by 2 in here already, don't I? Yes, I do. So we'll just take that. That's number 3. And we'll do it this way. We'll go with a number 2. Put this. Inverted. Like that. Like that. That looks nicer. Alright, thanks very much for watching, kids. Now I'll just do a lot of welding on this thing here and probably some more figuring stuff out and some building. And I'll see you on the next episode. I want to have this shipped to a point where I'm ready to build the engine compartment. So that's where I'm going to be next episode. I want to have the, at least not the main drive, but the main thruster compartment built or started anyway. So at least I can maneuver this a little bit. So like I said, I have to pretty much dig it out of the asteroid. And I'd like to have part of that done because I need to start building on the outsides and the top and bottom a little bit, and it's getting very cramped in here. So once again, thanks all for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Good night for now.